Do you know what I'm not gonna do now? Parade around and perform and be dramatic about it and complain and say that other people do it. Do you know what I'm not gonna do? Blame other creators and blame Satan fucking doing it and crying about it and making a big huff about it and paying myself a victim. Isn't that crazy? Your mods do your job. Thank you. I appreciate it. We move on. We move on. We move on. We move on. We move on.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a pretty crazy introduction, and that is a pretty crazy video to see from Miss Captain Cabinets over here. A nice 12 minutes filled with some of the most misinformation, some of the biggest lies we've ever actually seen in the gacha space. And so Captain Cabinets has decided to, the night after my server actually got attacked by a literal CSAM raid, a federal crime. I've already reported that shit to the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigations. I have a report on my computer surrounding that, right? She decided to pull an all-nighter, working with her editing team to get the first word out regarding this situation. And what I'm here today to do is, unfortunately, expose every single lie and every single bit of misinfo that Captain Cabinets has decided to move forward with, instead of just, I don't know, being a normal human being, a normal, compassionate, regular human being. And the situation over here is kind of nuts. I'm the one whose server got attacked. I'm the one where my 7,000 members got exposed to some of the most disgusting, horrific shit in the space, and yet she somehow found a way to blame me for it. And this is what we're gonna do. It's gonna be very unfortunate. I've told Cap, hey, if you just delete this video, I won't have to make this one. But she's decided not to. She's decided to keep it up because she cannot admit when she's wrong. And we have clips, we have evidence that is so damning when it comes to this situation. There are going to be some other creators as well that are going to be involved. It's so damning that it doesn't look very good. However, before we dive into this whole situation regarding Cap, and before we dive into this obviously like just absurd hit piece she's decided to make on me when my server is the one that got attacked, let's talk a little bit about some of the other parties involved, because I made a public claim regarding the CSAM attack on my server. I said I blamed pretty much every creator involved with escalating the situation to the point where, well, trolls from other communities decided to jump in and pour some gasoline on the flames. And the realization should be, right, that, you know, we've seen some posts over here. There's been an interaction between me and Mr. Pokey. I don't blame Pokey for this, despite the fact that the actual CSAM raiders, which you can see over here, said that they were, you know, employed by him. I don't blame him for the situation. You can clearly see, right, that these individuals are just trying to cause an even greater war. But unfortunately, I do blame, right, Pokey alongside other content creators, right? You've got the Blazians, you've got the Pixel Trees, you've got the Pharaohses, right? You've got the, basically every person in this 1v15 over here, right? You remember this whole situation, the Arikado Zodans. These guys, I blame all of them for escalating the situation, raising the temperature to the point where people decided to go ahead and start these attacks, because they saw that this was like a powder keg ready to blow up. And I'm simply blaming the people that gathered all that gunpowder together. And I don't think that's an issue. I don't think that's a problem. I think that's just a fact. And I can tell from the maturity of responses made by creators like Mr. Pokey that they understand the severity of this situation. And that's why I decided to go to bat for Pokey here and just basically absolve him as the guy, right, that was the ringleader of this attack, even though the attackers themselves are deciding to say that it was from him. So this is me cleaning him, right, of the responsibility over here. You'll still have some retards in the community, though, that will insist that I'm doing this because of, like, a lawyer or something like that. No. This was somebody clearly posing as a member of Pokey's community, and I'm making sure that I don't take the bait, even though, right, obviously we have a bit of a feud. He copyright struck me, all of this stuff. Even with all of that, I'm not a fucking demon. I'm not a fucking demon, and so I'm not gonna weaponize this obvious bullshit, even though this doesn't look very good, does it? So that's my personal stance on the matter. That's my personal stance when it comes to the individual creator contributions. But there are two creators in particular that, with the evidence and the glue that I will be showing you today, you will clearly see that these are two of the most malicious creators in the space, and they have actually had a very personal hand in building this powder keg up to the point where it might explode. So let's go ahead, let's start talking about it, and let's of course use Miss Captain Cabinet's amazing VOD that she has actually explicitly edited to remove some incriminating parts. Let's go ahead, review this, and talk a lot about what's going on. So first things first, I've actually got to go ahead and pull up a tweet from Tectone because this really will set the stage for this very first clip that we're going to be seeing. So Tectone has actually made this tweet over here basically indicating, hey, this shit has gotten crazy. I get that people don't like Sync. I get that people think he's made rude comments, but falsely copyright striking his channel, spamming CSAM in his Discord, and attempting to dox and swat him is absolutely disgusting, right? I think that's a pretty agreeable, pretty normal, pretty vanilla statement. This should be what 99.99% of the population believes in, right? This is just like, hey, this guy's life might be in danger. Maybe we, maybe take our foot off the gas pedal a little bit and stop raising the temperature. Pretty fair to say, given the context and the severity of the situation, right? People are committing federal crimes, and I filed a report with the FBI! Just in case anybody forgot, I just wanted to mention that, right? So, the initial response to that should be, oh, this is pretty fucked up. You know, maybe we should chill a little bit. Let's just check out what Cap had to say regarding this matter.
Okay, and now we have Techie tweeting. Okay, great. Cool. Cool. Bruh, okay, is this what we're doing to, like, make St. Totus, like, the victim? Is that what this is? Is this the paint the St. Totus as the victim sort of, like, optics? Is this what's happening? It's kind of sus. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of sus.
So,
how can we make
essentially,
Saint look like the victim so people stop, like, being mean about him?
So, essentially, right, Cap is saying that Tectone is painting me as a victim with this tweet over here by saying that these things that are happening to me aren't very good, and that clearly the situation has gone out of hand. He warned us that it was going to happen, and that, you know, we should grow up and understand it's gone too far. And her immediate response to this is to just say this shit. But don't worry, she keeps going.
Like, that's what this feels. I feel like I'm in a fucking psyop. I feel like I'm in a fucking psyop where now we have to make St. Totus the biggest victim ever. And
you wanna know what a psyop is? Let me tell you the definition of a psyop. So, a psyop are planned, coordinated military and political activities designed to convey selected information to foreign audiences. Basically, it's an engineered lie, right? Where you say something bad happened, but you're actually the one that made it happen. And so a lot of people say 9/11 was a psyop, right? They're like, yeah, the U.S. actually crashed their own planes into the World Trade Center, and we're trying to make a reason to go to Iraq. So they actually were the ones that caused 9/11. There's still some people that say that, right? So Cap saying this is a psyop is her accusing me of federal crimes by orchestrating a CSAM attack on my own server. That is the gist of her statement over here. She's saying I orchestrated an attack on my own server. Then she pushes out this video the next day. What? You're on the record saying that, and then you immediately pull an all-nighter to make this vid? You accuse me of federal crimes, then say I accused you? That's just projection. That's just projection. Unreal. Do you see why I was telling her to take this video down? We only looked at one clip, not even the full clip, and this is how bad it looks, brother. So let's keep going, because remember, this is just clip one.
And so now we have to have sympathy for him, and we can ignore all the bad shit he's done. I feel like I'm in a fucking psyop.
Do you genuinely think that anyone would commit a federal crime on their own Discord server to take off, like, the baby heat of a drama like this? This is like you getting a fucking, like, fungal infection and then chopping off your arm instead of just, I don't know, putting some cream on it. Are you dumb? Who would do that?
I genuinely feel like I'm in a psyop. I'm not subscribing to it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not subscribing to it. That's not what Tectone is doing. I feel like that's what's happening in front of me right now.
Now she's saying Tectone is in on the psyop too.
I feel like
great, I guess he's complicit as well. So are we just accusing him of that shit too? That I coordinate with Tech behind the scenes? Oh yeah, Techless, we're gonna go ahead and commit federal crimes together. Can you back me up? You really think that's a conversation I had with him? You dumb retard.
That's what's happening in front of me right now, bro.
No, you're just actually crazy. You're just Captain Crazy, bro.
I feel like I'm in the middle of a fucking psyop.
How many times is she gonna say that?
Yeah, we're all the bullies now, and Saint's the one getting targeted unfairly and unjustly. Everyone must have sympathy for him. He's a great guy. Like, is that what we're doing now? Y'all could fuck off with that.
So clearly, she's decided to hold the stance of everything I do is bad no matter what. I deserve no sympathy ever. And if anyone ever says anything in defense of Saint, then they're obviously on his side and they're a part of this psyop and they're also complicit in federal crimes. Great. Awesome. Incredible. We just said all that shit on stream. Doesn't it make sense why she rushed out the fucking gate to make this video? That clip is so bad and so terrible. Tectone crashed out on stream, and he said it was the biggest crash out of his fucking career. Out of respect for him and the fact that he said he doesn't want to talk about it anymore, I'm not going to play that clip. Because, yeah, I'm not going to react to it live because he fucking screams. Okay? He starts fucking screaming. It's kind of bad.
If Saint wants people to be fucking nice to him, if Saint wants people to be compassionate towards him, maybe he should apologize for lying and being a disrespectful and horrible fucking human being first. Maybe...
You're right, guys. If me and my entire server get exposed to federal crimes, yeah, that apologizing to you takes priority. Yep. Apologizing to you, Miss Captain Cabernet, is what takes priority after a federal crime gets committed against me and my community.
People will have fucking sympathy for him.
You're right.
Maybe people will have sympathy for him once he fucking learns to be a good fucking human.
So, let's go ahead and actually explain some of the deeper reasoning over here. Captain Cabinets, right? She talked a lot about this. This idea that it's a psyop. Right, that's something that I did to myself. I'm doing it to farm. Check this out over here. Let's check out this clip.
What's that got to do with anything? Guys, do you see this is the reason right here that he's doing all this, by the way. Just so you're all aware.
She takes a She takes a screenshot of my views.
Aware.
And then says, I basically orchestrated a federal crime on my server to get 1.9k CCV on Twitch. She just straight up says, I did all of this to get 1.9k CCV on Twitch. I get more with my YouTube streams up, but due to the severity of the attack, I closed down my streams on YouTube and Kick, and only had my Twitch one up. You want to see how many views I have on YouTube right now? I'm already at 1.5k on fucking YouTube, bro. I'm literally at 1.5k on YouTube. What are we even saying here, bro? I turned this one off. This is the one that I turned off. And you're saying I did it for views with 1k on Twitch. Because you just saw the 1.5k over here, right? What am I at on fucking Twitch right now, bro? Hey, let's just see it. Hey, let's just see it. What am I at right now, brother? Oh, so I'm at a current 2.7k CCV. Which is obviously massively higher than the shit that's on there. And so she decided to weaponize me turning off my YouTube stream and said I was like psyop to get views when I turned off my YouTube stream. And you already see how many views are on this one. It's more than my Twitch. Why would I turn it off if all I wanted was views? You dumb idiot. You stupid retard. What are you even saying? But then again, doesn't that make it kind of obvious why she made this video so fast? Why she stayed up all night to make sure to control the narrative of what was said on her stream? A little bit interesting, isn't it? Yeah, a little bit interesting why she got this one out so fast. Made a video on an attack on my server before I did. Really weird, right? Really, really, really weird. Let's keep listening here.
This is the reason why he's saying all of this, because look at his numbers. Look at his viewership right now. This is why he's doing all of this.
How are you this consumed by hatred to not see what's literally in front of you and not understand that my YouTube audience is fucking massive, and so me turning off my YouTube stream is one of the worst things I could do for my viewership?
And he will milk this to high heavens, and he will drag.
Isn't it so ironic that she's talking about me milking things? My server got attacked, and she spent like 4 hours on stream talking about it. Weaponizing the fact I turned off my YouTube stream. What?
He will drag everybody around him.
She's talking about me dragging, bro. You just looked at her YouTube live history, and every stream is about me, bro. She just literally has, she has a bunch of deleted VODs, right? She literally has like 90 hours of VODs just on me. And she's saying, obsessed, dragging. Are you real, bro? This doesn't even make sense, given your past track record.
He will drag everybody around him, drag them through the fucking dirt so he can get more numbers.
Cap, you're talking about dragging people into the dirt when you have just accused me of orchestrating a federal crime on my own server for views. You said I'm dragging people through the dirt when you just said I orchestrating a federal crime on my server for views. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Literally the most evil, one of the most evil fucking human beings I've ever met or spoken to.
Remember, guys, she stayed up all night to rush out a video. She stayed up all night to rush out a video. I wonder why.
2,000 fucking enablers of genuinely one of the most awful fucking human beings I've ever fucking spoken to.
You want to see the truth about Cap's community, though? Guys, we got some good glue regarding that, though. So, Cap is talking about how my community is full of enablers, full of evil people, right? That are just as evil as me. Let's just, let's do a little bit of a backtracking just to, test the validity of those claims.
You realize you're retarded, right? Brother, me and CJ in Discord. Brother, I'm playing a fucking video game. I don't know if you've noticed, dude, but I've been live for 6 fucking hours.
And this is what they're reading out in here, right? She's just talking about how she's playing a video game. Just wanted to let you know that you're an actual loser. There's leaks and screenshots on your Discord server. You have people on there openly supporting Saint being on a doxing website. You obviously coordinated and you replied to their messages and supporting it, and now your Discord members are deleting evidence right now. And her response to this claim is,
I'm playing a fucking video game. I don't know if you've noticed, dude, but I've been live for 6 fucking hours playing video games. What the fuck have I coordinated?
And this is the thing. And this is the thing. This is Captain Cabinets in her Discord. I just talked about that doxing website, right? Ah, did you know Saint is on the doxing website? Bro! Her response to that is, bro! And keyword. Look at this. 2/13/26. 2/13/26. So that's 7 days ago. Or at the time of that live stream, it was 6 days ago. So she's over here bitching and moaning about how she's playing a video game and can't coordinate anything. But she's on the record saying, bro. Right, bro. And then someone even asks her, do you actually know what this is? Because it's pretty bad. And she says, of course, LOL. This is called being complicit. You have members of your server openly talking about doxing other creators, and your response to that is, bro, LOL. And she's talking about how my community's full of enablers. My community's so evil, right? I'm so evil. You literally have people saying, I deserve to be doxed. You're just having fun conversations with them. And then you're saying, bro, LOL to the news of it. This is what happens on your server. In your public channels, by the way. Your public chatting channel. And guys, you want to know what her community response is? I've said any creator worth their salt should be openly banning conversations surrounding that. And then we have this chatter, a VIP in her chat, by the way, named Maple, saying, God forbid people have open discussions about doxing other creators. What? This is literally her Discord, bro. They're talking about openly having conversations about doxing websites on the dark web to attack other creators. And she's like, bro, LOL. And you want to know what her response is to being exposed to all of this?
This is crazy. I'm someone... Oh, because of this? Yeah, I know what it is.
So she literally has a screenshot of people saying that I deserve to be doxxed. Listen to her.
This is crazy.
She's laughing. She's literally, her first reaction, seeing this screenshot of basically me being doxxed on her server, she starts laughing and giggling. Do you see why she pushed out this video so fast? Once again, just as a bit of a reminder. Or do you see why she pushed out this video so quickly?
Crazy. I'm someone that exists on the internet. Of course I know what it is. Anyone that's fucking on the fucking Internet knows what it is.
What was that? What was that? Was that a human interaction? I don't know. She doesn't seem human after that, right? What even is that?
Is an owner of Clickbait Boast Pro Shop. Me being responsible.
Look how fast she just tries to move away from the conversation. She just giggles about having doxing conversations on her server and moves on. And you want what the craziest thing about this is, guys? The shit when it comes to these communities is so bad and so terrible when you realize that this is the same type of conversation happening on Skull CJ's Discord as well. Openly celebrating the doxing of other creators and openly allowing that discussion on their Discord. This is what I meant by two creators that are literally some of the most disgusting, toxic ones in the space, where they're just actively trying to get others doxed. They support the conversation, they love it, they laugh at it, and they allow it to keep going. That's Skull CJ's Discord, brother, man. And guess what? It's the same thing on Cap server as well. The same exact one, just openly supporting conversations surrounding the doxing of other creators and putting their lives in danger. And so, doesn't a statement like this just seem really funny?
He's definitely being performative, but that's not the only thing he's doing, obviously.
I'm being performative.
Like, are we surprised the most performative man in fucking content creation's being dramatic and fucking being performative?
She literally giggled looking at her Discord doxing other creators.
With something that he can, like, milk like crazy.
She's saying, I'm milking things. When she put out a video on my raid before I even did. She put out a video on what happened to me before I did. Stayed up all night to do it.
Obviously, it's a bad situation, but he's gonna turn it up to fucking, like, 20 so he can milk the fuck out of it, obviously. That's just...
As she just idly walks around the NTE overworld talking about it the whole stream.
The truth. If that hurts you, not my fault. If you think that's offensive, that's not my fault. That's just the truth.
So, there's a word we could use over here. Fucking massive hypocrite. Just a massive, massive, massive hypocrite. So, why is Cap so mad at me? Why is she so mad at me? Let's find out.
Him. And doing this negative perception, maybe for 1 minute, he should stop lying about people, twisting the truth, misrepresenting people, and manipulating things to make other people look bad when they're not.
This is the same person, right, that said that this raid was a psyop where I committed federal crimes against my own Discord to get more views. Remember, she said that.
If he truly wants sympathy, if he truly wants the people to stop painting him in a certain way, maybe he should stop doing this shit. Like, it's just that fucking simple. If he wants the sympathy, fucking act like the bigger man.
Guys, they want me to be the bigger man after they lose a 1v15. That is the ass. Be the bigger man after you beat the fuck out of us. 1v15. No, dipshit. You lost with 15 people. Now it's time to get teabagged like little dogs. Because you're worthless. You're pathetic. You're useless. And you need to recognize that. Because how do you lose a 1v15 like this? Why are you such sore losers? Why are you now asking me to be the bigger man after you got crushed? 1v15. Why are you asking me to be the bigger man now? Oh, wait. It's ironic that Cap is asking me to be the bigger man. How about this? How about she just be the bigger woman? It can't be that hard, right?
Just act like the bigger fucking man.
Anyways, now it's time for us to take a little bit of a step back. Now it's time for us to have a little bit of a conversation about, well, what Cap's done after this absolute disaster class of a fucking stream. Right? Let's read this over here. Here we go. There's this guy named Killjoy, who in Skull CJ's Discord is literally seen celebrating and saying this CSAM raid is the funniest shit ever. There is literal evidence of this person saying that. Funniest shit ever. And so naturally the implication is, hey, anyone openly seen supporting this type of behavior should probably be cross-banned in a bunch of communities because it's fucking vile. Right? It is fucking vile. And this is what Cap does to, well, justify not banning this person.
Wait, what the fuck did I do? About someone supporting CSAM? No one's supporting CSAM.
So let's just Let's just reconfirm that real fast. Yeah, if somebody says funniest shit ever, man, usually you would see that as support. And remember, this is Killjoy over here. Killjoy.
Is there a clip? Can someone confirm this? CJ, Mr. Pokey, and you got hit? What the fuck do I have to do with this? Ban the guy and move on? What guy? Not a guy supporting it in the Discord. Killjoy's not supporting CSAM.
She just refuses to see any evidence or proof. She refuses to see any evidence or proof at all.
Yeah, proof I said I support it? Yeah, where's the...
Oh! I see why he didn't oh! Does he have a gifted mark? Is that why she's not banning him?
Not a guy supporting it.
Is it because he's a gifter?
Killjoy's not supporting CSAM.
Oh, I see. Wait, look, he has the gifted sub badge. She's desperate, bro.
Yeah.
So, if you got the gifted sub badge, hey, say whatever you like, bro. Hey, go off, King. Say whatever you like. Because that's the proof right there.
Proof I said I support it? Yeah, where's the proof?
We already showed it.
You can't go around brigading every server under the sun and being a widow stalker and then at a surprise consequence came your way. I don't agree with against
She doesn't even, she makes sure not to pull up the one, right? She just makes sure not to pull up the one. That obviously shows the support. She intentionally chooses not to see it.
Just ban him, it's not worth it. Why the fuck would I ban them for this? This is like the maze thing all over again.
You want to know the maze thing? The maze thing was a situation where I asked my friends on Twitch to cross-ban a chatter who was actively seen supporting thumbnails where my face is photoshopped onto Jelaine Maxwell and also asked to mass report my channel. May S. Moon is on the record doing that. And I asked my friends, right, to cross-ban this individual because they're obviously extremely toxic. Cap refused to do that, as she said I was threatening her for making that request. That's why that's the reason for why she's been streaming about me for like 17 days straight. And like, you get the gist, right? She's been streaming about me for 17 days straight after crashing out doing that, right? And the thing is that it's just nuts to even draw any kind of comparison at all in this situation. They're both bad. This is clearly a bad person. This guy's way fucking worse. He's just out here giggling and laughing about federal crimes being committed and thousands of people, even minors, by the way, being exposed to some of the most horrific sexual crimes on the planet. And this guy says it's the funniest shit ever. This is just a toxic person that probably shouldn't be in communities, right? As she's saying, hey, why do I need to get him out, bro? It's because they're a gifter and she's desperate for money and she's just the most disgusting person I've ever met. That's the truth of the matter. I don't really see how you can see it any other way.
Brother, this is like the fucking maze thing all over again. This is retarded. Brother. You could say that this is poor wording.
That's what you can say when you refuse to actually see the incriminating evidence. When you refuse to pull up the actual incriminating evidence, even though it's being linked to you on stream, you just decide not to pull it up. And this is the thing. Cap realized how fucking bad the look was, and this is the best she could do, bro. I'm issuing a temporary timeout. Bro, she knows he the piggy bank. She know he the piggy bank. She just can't get rid of him like that. He the piggy bank, bro. He the emergency fund. So he only get that temporary ban, though. That temporary timeout for 24 hours after celebrating this shit, bro. Fucking celebrating this shit, bro. What? And remember, she's the one that was saying that my community is crazy, bro. She's the one that's saying that my community is full of enablers. Bro, if you gift her a sub, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's just proof. You can literally do whatever you want. Get second, third, fourth, sixth, and seventh chances, bro. And so, why do you think she pushed out this video so quickly? Why do you think she pushed out this video so quickly? Wow, wow, wow. Looks guiltier by the second, doesn't it? Looks guiltier by the second, doesn't it? This is just a bonus clip. I don't know where the fuck this one's going. We'll just see, right?
Oh, I just found modules. Oh, brother. At this point, Sin should just fucking talk to me directly if he wants an opinion from me.
Look at her, still try to have a one-on-one call with me after she accused me of committing federal crimes on my Discord server for views.
I'm gonna be real. If the guy is gonna keep doing this, he should just talk to me, like, right now. If he wants my actual opinion on things. I'm gonna be real. If he wants to actually hear my opinion, he can just talk to me.
She's crazy! She's crazy! Oh, fun fact, by the way. You know this guy, Killjoy? He's still on CJ's server. Yeah, we actually have proof over here that Killjoy, the guy seen actively celebrating this shit, celebrating the attack, guys. Yeah, we lied yesterday. He's still on CJ's server. There you go. Yeah. So, yeah, they just both openly support people celebrating that shit. Will not ban a single fucking person. They just won't ban anybody, bro. They can't fucking ban anybody, bro. I don't fucking get it, bro. Shit. Oh, Tech, you just reached. I'll just ask Tech if he's okay with me reacting to his shit. No problem. If not, you went hard af, bro. Yeah. But yeah, this is just proof that people celebrating it, rationalizing it, having a good old jolly time with it, they live on Cap and CJ's Discords and they live in their communities. That's the type of content creator they are. So, I guess in the future, if you're associated with them and you get on their bad side, well, I guess they're just going to support active doxing conversations on you. Yeah, that's the bed that you're deciding to make by associating with creators like this. And the proof is the fact that they literally have just open conversations regarding this shit on their Discords, which is just nuts. It's just fucking nuts, bro. They both just talk about it for fun. Because remember, she's doing all of this because I won't talk to her.
Like, bro needs to
because she's a crazy bitch.
Being a fucking pussy and just have a conversation like an adult.
Actual psycho, bro.
But he won't because he's not a fucking adult. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah, I agree. It is crazy. You are fucking crazy. You are the craziest person I've ever met. And by the end of this video, everybody in the gacha space is going to think that you're fucking batshit insane too. Because I don't think anyone can even slightly rationalize anything you've said across this entire goddamn stream unless they have several mental disabilities. But then again, that's the community that you've cultivated. And it's no wonder with this level of enablement, this level of just fucking cognitive dissonance, you've managed to somehow turn and operate this and make it an attack on fucking me with this video over here. How the fuck did you even do this? I'm going to be honest, and I cannot wait to drop this and just reveal the truth. Because the crazy thing is, Cap, and I don't understand it, is that you are also under fire as well. You have gathered the attention of these fucking individuals. And this is the reason why I told you that if you took the video down, I wouldn't make this one. Because you know that your shit is getting hit too. But you won't. But you won't. And so actions, they have consequences. And at this point, after reviewing all the material once again, I don't even have any mercy anymore. You've made this bed. Now it's fucking time to lay in it. Doesn't this just look like crazy now, the shit she's saying after you know she's been promoting the doxing of me on her Discord and saying that it's a psyop? Isn't that just crazy to see? And then she says I'm the one weaponizing the attack when she uploads a video on the situation first. Bro, I'm just like, how is one person so dumb, bro? How is one person just so dumb, bro? This is crazy. Oh, wait, she's maliciously dumb. I looked through this entire VOD, and I am now seeking legal counsel for advice. Go ask Grok, just like how Mr. Pokey did. I'm sure you'll figure it out. You accused me of committing federal crimes by stating that the CSAM raid on your server was my fault. No, I didn't. I said it's your fault for raising the temperature. I didn't say that you're the one that sent that shit, you stupid retard. Bro, she's just so dumb, it's unbelievable. It's crazy. Bro is stupid. I was responding to what a chatter said, and now he's twisting this into a brand new narrative. We've already confirmed that's a fucking lie. She was responding to Tectone's tweet, and is now saying she was responding to a chatter, even though Tectone's tweet was the subject area of that incident. So she's just openly seen lying over here. We already confirmed that at the start of this video. You can just check that timestamp. Yeah, we confirmed this was, she made the PSYOP statements and said I was committing federal crimes against my own Discord as a reaction to Tectone's tweet. Where it's like, oh, we're just making Saint the victim over here. We're just sympathy farming against a psyop. So, yeah, no, she's just fucking lying again, bro. This is what I mean. Isn't this just nuts, the amount of defense she's playing to clean up the tracks that she had, to the point where she's gonna stay up all night to rush out this video that obviously wants to paint a different narrative? Brother, it's just insane. And so that's why I decided I had to take the time to actually expose all the lies involved in this. And this is the thing. I can still feel sorry for Kat that she's currently undergoing. Obviously, right? A bit of a brigade, a bit of an attack against her, but why doesn't she just take down her attack against me that she knows is filled with lies if she's getting attacked herself? She wouldn't. I gave her the chance to. She refused to. So that's why this video got made. It is what it is. I cannot feel any more sympathy. Yo, I'm sorry, chat. Like, I said I wasn't gonna play this shit, but you gotta listen to this. Like, you gotta listen to, like, we put this at the end of the video, right after we heard what Cap actually sounds like. Listen to this shit, bro.
It is currently 11 a.m. as I'm recording this video. I haven't slept, but I want to approach this calmly and...
Bro, this is like that CC Kingsman Zaza drama, bro, for Marvel Ride. What the hell? Was she using a voice changer? What the fuck is this shit?
...as clearly as I can. This gacha drama has now escalated to lawsuits, and now, as of...
She the one calling me performative. Bro, she called me performative. KS.
Yesterday night, crimes that I am being accused of by Tectone for allegedly participating in and coordinating.
What? Bro, what even is this? Hey, I got... I don't even see it anymore. All right, that's just a fun little extra.